The 2025 Utah legislative session is officially in the books. With some bills left, Governor Cox still needs to sign or veto. But what do local leaders think of the legislation presented in this year's session? News specialist Emma Benson joins us live now with some of that reaction. Emma?
Yeah, that's right. In this year's 45-day session, the state legislature approved 582 bills, many of which targeted Salt Lake City. The mayor saying that there were some major wins, but also disappointments.
I really have a hard time seeing how anybody who says they believe in smaller government and local control would ever actually support what happened in the legislature this year.
Today, Salt Lake City Mayor Erin Mendenhall spoke to members of the media, addressing the rocky relationship between Salt Lake City and the state, saying this year's legislative session brought, quote, an altogether different punitive level against Salt Lake City.
But as I've always said, I will not back away from the table. And we did not back away from the table this session.
A hot topic of conversation, HB 77, a controversial bill which would ban pride flags in all public schools and government buildings. When asked in a press conference 2 weeks ago if Governor Cox would veto the bill, he didn't say, but alluded to his position that we should remain neutral and, quote, save that for our homes.
I asked them this question: would you feel comfortable if the teacher in your child's classroom had a MAGA flag hanging on their wall? And the answer is always no. Well, so this is the issue. Like, why are we having these battles in the classroom?
Mayor Mendenhall arguing today that passing HB 77 would be detrimental to her city, including potentially damaging Utah's chance of keeping the Sundance Film Festival.
My hope and my encouragement from my lips to God's ears is that Governor Cox will veto HB 77. It is not reflective of the values of this community, of our capital city. We are an asset to the state of Utah because of our welcoming position to diversity and LGBTQIA rights.
Well, Mayor Mendenhall also touched on other legislation that will affect Utahns, like bills on affordable housing, homelessness, transportation, and public safety, saying that it took a lot of negotiating to get there. She says she wants to continue to have open dialogue with lawmakers and negotiate in good faith. You can find more information on our website, ksltv.com. Reporting live in Salt Lake City, Emma Benson for KSL 5 News.
All right, Emma, thank you for that.